Hello, Sister Goons. My name is Oxmoon, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Before we get too deep into things, I just want to say sorry if you hear any squeaking and stuff. That is my fan going off because at the time of this recording, basically, it's too hot in my room, so, you know, I gotta keep that thing on to cool me down. But anyway. So, in the last video, we managed to finally beat Koga. Well, we finally managed to get into the gym after catching 50 different Pokemon. Not Pokemon in total, but 50 different ones. And beating Koga's poison types, which, I mean, aside from the amount of toxic that was being thrown around in that gym, it wasn't awful. But yeah, if I could go back in time and actually do this, it's like I probably should have just stuck to the Nido for this one because poison doesn't really you can't poison a poison type Pokemon. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, so now okay, so we're going to be taking a bit of a detour for this episode. So now we got the Sea Skim, which is basically surf, right? Which I actually really like this one because in older Pokemon media, right? Specifically the yellow version, I think. There was like a little title cards and little animations of Pikachu on balloons and surfing, which actually makes these special moves that it can learn all the more fun. But you know, I will say that I think Sea Skim is probably my favorite because it reminds me of the blue-eyed Pikachu named Puka from the original anime. But anyway, so now we're at the Seafoam Islands, and there is a reason why I decided to come here now, and it was to attempt to get Ice Beam. Unfortunately, though, I'm at the wrong side. And I think the only way that I can get to... the only way I think I can get to the other side is by going through Cinnabar Island. But fortunately, I can't get there just yet. Well, it wouldn't be advantageous of me to go there just yet. Because, like, I don't have any particular reason yet, but there is something else that we can find here in Seafoam Islands, like aside from this trainer here. And the reason that I decided to keep him in is because, well, one, he shows off he shows off the first 3 evolutions. He doesn't show off every single one of them because, well, one, there's way too many of them in order to make a team that actually shows them off, but he does have the 3 that were present in Kanto at the time, which were Jolteon, Flareon, which is what he's about to send in next, I think. Flareon, and then Vaporeon. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm going to tell you this now, Flareon is one you probably don't want to go with. Mainly because the moves that it learns are, like, Fire is more of a special base type, you know? You got, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Heat Wave, Overheat, things like that, right? Very rarely are there are very few instances of a physical fire move. the best examples I can think of are Flame Wheel, Flame Charge, Flare Blitz, Fire Punch, Fire Fang, and that's just on one hand. And also, to be fair, that is also off the top of my head, right? So, and you can't, like, and you don't have a lot of access to it, or those moves are pretty weak, right? So, honestly, I would just forego using Flareon and just use it as like a I don't know, a dex completion or something like that. But I don't particularly care for dex completion, so it doesn't really mean all that much to me. But also that guy gave us like five rare candies, which is great, actually. Now, I was a little bit confused here for a while, or like that's what I did. I decided to put Roxy back in the ball because well, we're going through a lot of narrow spaces, and it gets kind of disorienting seeing like bloop, 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 you know, just so so like just to give you guys and myself a bit of a break in terms, of an eyesore, I decided to axe that out. So, oh, and we have Jinx, one of the most racially insensitive Pokemon. No joke. Nowadays, Jinx's skin is purple, but back in the day, it was black. And if you know, you know. Okay? However, that little thing aside, Jinx is actually not that bad of a Pokemon. It's psychic, which already gives it a great foothold, and it's an ice type, which can help in a lot of instances. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of instances, at least not for this particular game, because not a lot of people use dragon types, like even Lance over in the Elite Four, like he'll only have like one dragon on his team, and when I say dragon, I mean one dragon type. His whole theme is dragons, which is cool, but not exactly the most practical, I'd say, where like you're trying to make one type of team, which honestly would just be better to make a theme, a team based around a theme, like Gyarados and Charizard, for example. They are not dragon type, but they look like dragons, and they're part of the dragon egg group, so it works. Or Aerodactyl, right? Which is a fossil that we can get from the Pewter Museum, but I didn't want to do it for this playthrough. Oh, and so while I'm fiddling around here trying to get where I need to go, I probably should give you guys some updates on what's going on behind the scenes. So I have finished playing. Okay. Let me start over. Now, this was not the first Pokemon game that I thought about playing this year. And I actually started recording the other one quite a while ago, at least at the time of this video. And also on the same day that I'm doing this voiceover, I finally finished it. Which, yay me, right? But I feel drained of playing Pokemon, right? Like, it is a good time sink. It is something to help you know, relax. That's the word I was looking for. Christ. But after playing this game and finishing up the other one, I feel like I need a little bit of a break from the series. And also, I know that you guys do as well, because, I was looking at the numbers for the videos, and I'm like, okay, interest has probably died out, so probably need to find something else to do, or play, for example. I am halfway done with the art for my next Godzilla video, so I am happy about that. But I may need to go over the script for that again and do some takes on it, but actually do a voiceover for it. I also need to do something else for another particular video that I've been meaning to do for quite a while. Yeah, just like stuff that isn't video game related, because like I don't really have there are games that I want to play like on my own time, but I feel like YouTube is kind of preventing me from doing that in a way. But maybe I should stop making excuses or whatever. But yeah, it's whatever. Okay, so now we are facing off against a legendary Articuno. Sorry, I kind of forgot the name for a minute there. Now, I figured that I may as well do this one here, because I'm like, oh wow, I was doing this way earlier than I probably should have done, so yeah. Now, Articuno is a legendary Pokemon, so it's faster, stronger, and a lot more durable than what you would normally find. And it also has the same thing with Snorlax, where you have a time limit in order to battle it, which I still don't understand, like, what the hell? But anyway, if you wanted to use any of the legendaries, then maybe Articuno would probably be your best bet, because it can handle Lance's Dragon, but I would not really recommend it, because like ice types are a glass cannon for this series. Like they are notoriously frail. In fact, the only good ones have, well, I shouldn't say the only good ones, but some of the better ice types have a secondary typing, like with Lapras, for example. It has a lot of bulk thanks to the water type, and same thing for Walrein in Hoenn. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter which ball that you use to catch any of the legendaries, because they are incredibly difficult to catch. I think if you have the right berries, you can do it in one go, or like I think if you use an Ultra Ball and the right kind of berries, then maybe you can get a good catch with it. But honestly, it doesn't matter which ball that you use, because legendaries are hard to catch, which is kind of the appeal, but I don't really like it myself. In fact, most of the time I would just be like, okay, like I would just like kind of ignore most of the legendaries if I had a chance, but yeah. But yeah. I'm only showing off this one because, in hindsight, it's like, okay, well, I may as well show this one off, because I'm not gonna show off the other legendary birds, like Zapdos, who is over in the power plant. I'm not showing him off. Moltres can also be found in Victory Road, but again, I'm not showing him off. But yeah, kind of a bitch to catch, but he can give out a decent amount of XP depending on how many times you try to catch the thing. Oh, speaking of, yeah, but I think you also get special candies for when you catch it, like Articuno candies, I think they're called. But yeah, like, I would not recommend using this thing against anything in the game. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. Awestruck. Yeah. But that's actually a good chunk of the video done, actually, because after this I was like, okay, so this ain't gonna be a very long video. I may as well go and do a side thing that you can do before the main game, and after that, I think I just breeze. Well, like after this particular, so after the next video, I think I just breeze. Like I think I just breezed like through the rest of the game, because like I already have like 5 badges, and I think after the next video, I'll get 2 more in the same, or not 2 more, because this is part 19. Still got 9. I want to say 7 more videos left. That seems right. But yeah, I'm sorry that this is taking longer than it has any right to. But you know, there's like really nothing that I can. There's like really nothing that. Well, like there's nothing right now that I can say. Hey, don't worry, it's almost over, because basically it almost is, you know? Here I was trying to figure out how to get to the other entrance, but turns out I can't, because I am blocked off from the bottom and the top. So, as soon as my past self actually, you know, actually decides to open up the map, because you don't have to play with your partner in order to do Skydash. You know, you can just open up your map and, you know, Bob's your uncle, you're there. But of course, I do need to heal up. I do need to heal up my party, and then we can actually get on with this little side thing. So we're in Saffron City right now, but so there's like 3 things that we can do here, right? Because we already took care of Mr. Psychic, right? Because he gave us the Psychic TM way back when. So instead of going to the gym, which is blocked, we can go to the dojo, or the fighting dojo, as it's called, Now, this, in terms of lore, right? This was the original Saffron City gym. That is until Erica decided to take over. Or not Erica. Erica is the gym leader of Celadon. Sabrina, that's her name. Sabrina has taken over the gym, and the dojo is basically for trainers who want to practice, right? I believe this was also a place you could get you could grind some levels in case you were a little bit underprepared to take on Serena. No, not Serena. Sabrina. Fuck. Fucking similar names. God damn it. And this right here marks a bit of a difference from the other games. So, in the past, these guys only had fighting-type Pokemon, right? However, with the advent of this game, they have a multitude of types, which isn't too far-fetched, because Bruno, who's basically like fucking... He's the top of the top when it comes to black belts, right? And he has an Onyx, right? So it's not too far out of the way. And he also has a Poliwrath this time around, which is nice because it's one of the only other fighting type Pokemon that is in this region, you know? And it really makes me wonder why he didn't have it in the first place, but yay, it's whatever, right? He has it now, so it's good. But if you have a Psychic type or just anything that can hit really freaking hard in this place, then you are going to be aces here. Though, there is actually a pretty fun thing. Well, I say fun. It is a bit forgiving here, because you can pick as soon as you beat the last guy, which I'll explain in a second. You know, just just give it a little time, but you know. Anyway, here it is. So, those. Well, actually, I think he has a Machamp, or no, it's a Poliwrath. Damn it! I thought he had Machamp for some reason, but no, it's a Poliwrath. I would have liked to use this thing a lot earlier, but unfortunately, I just trying to get it's really difficult to get a lot of the Pokemon that you'd want to use early, because they are available in the early routes, but you don't have the means to get to them. Does that make any sense? Am I making sense here? Well, anyway. Oh, right. Levy wants to learn Outrage, but I decided against it because Outrage can cause fatigue, which makes your Pokemon confused and a lot more likely to hit themselves. Even though Outrage is a very powerful dragon move, I still would like Dragon Tail on because it can switch out to other it can switch out another opponent's Pokemon. But we have the Hitmons, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. But no what was it called? No Hitmontop. So, after beating all these guys, you get one as a gift. Although you can find them in Victory Road, though they are rare spawns. So, you know, it is whatever. Now, I actually kind of like the Hitmons in a way because I understand those references. The localized names for the Hitmons, at least the first two, right? They were based on, well, Hitmonlee was named after Bruce Lee, who was a famous martial artist and movie star. You know, he's left a bit of a legacy for himself. And Hitmonchan was based on a martial arts film star who is still around, named Jackie Chan. You guys all know Jackie Chan, right? But I mean, like, I don't really see much between either of them. I mean, I don't think Jackie Chan was ever a boxer, so. But I mean, like, I'm not complaining. Like, they are the names that I know, but, well, I guess I'll do it for this video. But either way, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and if you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and until next time, Sister Goons, remember, reach for the stars.